Keep going, right there. Whoa.
There you go. Cooking.
Welcome back, you guys. I'm Billy D. This is, of course, Drink Smoke Build, and today we are mini bike racing. Holy shit, I'm super stoked. I hadn't been on a motorcycle in 12 years. I got a little bit of seat time in this morning. We're about to have our driver's meeting, and then we're gonna get out there and we got an endurance race. It's gonna be like 100 laps, so I'm super stoked. Cannot wait. Had some shenanigans last night, and I may or may not have put the Suburban on the side. I've got some footage of us flipping it back over, but did not get the footage of rolling it. But, you know, it is what it is. All right, you guys, I don't know how much footage I'm going to get today since I am going to be racing. So I'm going to try to get a little bit here and there. But again, I'm not going to be able to get a ton since I'm going to be on the bike, and there's no way, I don't have any way to like hook up my phone or anything to my helmet. So it's going to be probably just me talking about like what went on and whatnot after this. So I'll see you guys later. We'll try to get a little bit of action maybe of the rally cross that's going on back there behind me. But we'll do a walk by real quick of all the bikes, and then update you guys here at the end. This here's Scott.
Hey, what's up, Billy? Let's have fun today.
Hell yeah, he's my sponsor today.
Always wanted to own a race day.
Heck yeah, he brought this sick ass ride for me to take around today. So this is what I'm going to be on. Tell me, what modifications have you done to it, Scott?
We put a Kawasaki sticker on it.
All right.
Got a header on it, and not much. We're pretty much stock.
Gotcha. The Governor bypass.
Yeah, zip tie. Good to go.
Good to go. And let me tell you, this thing is awake. It definitely runs faster than I will probably be driving it today, that's for sure. All right, Scott, let's get it. Oh, let's see if I can get it here. There we go. Scott, thank you very much for letting me ride this, man. This is going to be a blast. Really enjoy the opportunity.
Have fun and bring it home.
Right? Yes, I will. Wait, what? You mean don't roll it over like I did a certain vehicle last night?
You've had your crash for the weekend.
I think so.
You're good to go.
All right, you guys. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys a little later. All right, you guys can hear that. That is a warning that we're about to start the driver's meeting. So I'm going to get over to that, and then I'm going to get on and rip some laps, and then I'll get back with you guys. Like I said, I'm probably not going to get a whole lot of action footage. I'm going to try to get the start, but we will get to that here shortly.
All know that Oklahoma is actually far north Texas.
Woo!
We know this. He knows that. Yeah, he does. See, he knows. So we come up here though because we've got a great working relationship in the Gambler 500 between states, and we work with the guys from Okie Gambler 500. I'm with the Lone Star Gambler 500. I'm based out of Joshua, Texas, but I'm partnered with my buddy Poncho Cole. We do events all over the place. This is not particularly a Gambler 500 event. This is the Lime 100 first annual. So the hope here is that you guys all have a great time. You get to walk away if you win. You got a little money in your pocket. There's some trophies. You get to have an outstanding time on the track. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do 100 laps. First rider to hit 100 laps. And don't worry about when the waves start. The waves will be called out. But the first rider to hit 100 laps starts the final lap timer. And for all classes, okay? Every rider will have their lap counted and they will have their final time scored, right? So whoever has the most laps with the lowest time at the end of that lap is rider number one. Whoever has the next is rider number two, or winner number two, for every class, right? So, truth is, if stock class only does 60 laps for their best lap score, that's fine. Rider number one, number two, and number three in stock, that's the way it's gonna work. Okay, so that we tried to figure out a cool way to score this that was a little different from, you know, the usual go and sign and check in on a board or whatever. We want to do something a little different. So bear with us if it's not exactly perfect this first time. We're going to try to work it out. We're going to try to make sure everybody gets a fair advantage.
Well, I just finished at the 100 lap mark for the leader. I counted about 67 laps, so not too bad. I think I was definitely the last person that finished, but there was at least 5 or 6 DNFs in my class, so I finished. I'm numb. My hands are numb. My body's numb. My butt's numb, but it was good. I didn't wreck. I did run over a guy right at the very beginning because he went down in front of me, but didn't wreck. Had a good time, and yeah, so that's that. I'm tired, I'm beat. I'm gonna hop in the go-kart, go head over there and watch the last 2 classes finish up, and then head home. See you guys then.
$2 in a Snickers bar.
Whiskey Tango!
Is it real? You got a mark?
200. Oh, nice. So I made it back from the trip unscathed, had a great time, made a couple of mistakes, which you guys will see here in just a minute, but it was awesome. Now, I obviously did not do great in the race, but all I wanted to do was finish, and I did. I finished, like I said, about 67 laps. It was a great time. Big shout out to Scott Henderson. Thank you, brother, for letting me ride your bike for this event. So I'm going to go ahead and get to what happened the night before and explain to you guys exactly what happened and why I didn't get the rollover on video, because I did that long time lapse to get the trip there, and then I installed the lights in the go-kart, and I was using my light on my phone the entire time, and I ran the battery all the way down. Well, I brought my generator to charge that and the lights on the go-kart, and I went to crank it up that evening after I got there, and I had the fuel switch turned off, so it cranked up because there was still fuel in the carb, and it cranked up and it started to sputter, and I was like, oh crap, and I turned the fuel on. It was too late, and I tried to start it back up, and I ended up flooding it. So unless I wanted to take the spark plug out, which I didn't, I was gonna have to wait till the morning to start it up and charge my phone then. So I was not able to get the rollover on video, but I did get flipping it back over and then pulling me out after getting stuck again just a few minutes after the rollover. So here's what happened in the rollover, you guys. I was obviously had a little bit to drink. Now this was on private property in a enclosed environment, and I was out four-wheeling, had a couple people in the car, and we went, did some hill climbs and had a great time. And we got back to the camp, and I did a couple of donuts, and the last donut I did, I hooked up and tilted it to the passenger side, and in that split second, I know what to do. I know to turn into it to set it back down, but for some reason in that split second, I made the wrong decision and I went left, and it went right on the passenger side of the Suburban. So because of that, there was quite a bit of damage to the passenger side, which I will show you after I show you the clips of it getting pulled back over. Also, we went back out and decided to do a little more four-wheeling, a little more hill climbing, and both of my passengers saw what looked like a nice little dip and then up this mountain. Well, it actually happened to be a ravine that was about 4.5, 5 feet deep, as you guys will see here in a second. Thanks to Mitch and his 4Runner, who has now pulled me out 4 times at 3 different events. Big shout out to him for doing that for me, and everybody else that was there and that helped. All right, guys, I'm gonna roll the footage and show you the aftermath after that footage.
If it starts to spin, then you'll readjust. But let's try it the first
greatest
way.
content ever. Somebody video this shit.
There it is.
There it is.
Keep going right there. Whoa.
Good.
Whoa, pretty spot.
Beautifully done, Chris.
Oh man. All right.
Hey,
Good.
we've all been a victim of physics before. Well, we flipped it,
See what we can see.
and then we decided to send
Rolled
it.
this once.
And
What else
yeah,
can Billy do?
tonight's
Billy
been epic.
can do.
My
Billy
phone
can
died,
do it
so
all.
thanks, big thanks to Aaron. Aaron's a badass. Thanks to him.
No problem.
And yeah, Suburban is going to be rescued by the 4Runner for the 4th time.
As it should be. Jesus Christ, Billy. How did you get that much hung off?
Hey, you know what? This is like fucking Whistling Diesel's Hilux. It can't be killed. It can't be killed.
Hey, you better not.
Hey, he had to drop his from a helicopter, okay?
Literally already rolled this north.
Whoa!
Slow and low.
Let me get the fuck out of the way. You're gonna jump down.
Slow and low.
Alright,
Go! Go! Got it.
Back it up, Mitch! Holy shit balls!
Try it again, Billy. Maybe you can get further along this time.
Okay, I'm going back to camp. So here she is. As you can see, the fender has been crushed in a little bit. No big deal. I got more cracks on the glass than I had before, although I had quite a few before. No damage to the roof that I can tell. Passenger door is bowed a little bit. The glass busted out, which you guys know I had it taped up. It busted out. The mirror busted off. I had to cut it off for the trip back. A little dent in the door there. No damage to this door. This glass was actually rolled down and it rolled right back up afterwards. No problems there. A little more damage here on the rear quarter panel. Obviously the fender flare fell off and then busted out the back window. So I'm going to clean this up today. As you can tell, the tape stayed in place, and the window just busted out and shattered in the center, and still got quite a bit left from the held in place there by the window tint. Yes, I know I need to get it cleaned out. I'm going to do that today. So there you have it, folks. This was an eventful and fun weekend. Thank you all for joining me. Can't wait to see a lot of you again at future events. We've got a couple coming up in April, the Kansas Gambler and the Swar Gambler. I'm not sure which one I'm going to go to. They're actually on the same weekend. Haven't decided on that yet. But lots of cool stuff coming in the future. Not exactly sure what I'm going to do with the Suburban. I'm probably going to sell it as is and move on to another Gambler. But we will see and figure that out in the future. Much love, you guys. Billy D, rolling on out of here. We'll see you in the next one.